Hey, welcome to Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. We're hitched up and ready to go to the Delaware Water Gap, Mount Pocono KOA in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
Hey Phoebe, ready to go camping?
You can see we got the kayaks in case we were going to go kayaking. We have the bikes in there to ride around. We know we'll do some hiking. There's Bushkill Falls and Dingmans Falls, the Dingmans Ferry. I got a couple things left to put in there, and then we're going to hit the road. And I'll bring you back when we get there. We have made it to our site. We are in site 77. Full hookup site. You can see we got the cable hooked up, got the electric 30, 50, and 20. We're in the 30, so we got the water, the electric, and the cable hooked up. Here's our sewer connection. We don't have far to go. I'll hook that up later when I have to dump the tank. And I did angle the truck in here. It was a little difficult backing in from the way they told me to get in here. But I got the mat out. I do have the awning out because it was raining. It's a pretty nice site. We got a burn pit right there. A lot of room over here. Got the chair set up. Pretty nice site. Put the flag out right there. The difficulty is they had me come down the road this way, and then I had to back in this way. But you can see these are pull-throughs on the other side to go out that way. So when I leave, I'm going right out that way. It's got a little bit of a grate from back to front. So my stabilizers are a little higher in the front than the back. And it was off about 1.5 inches or so. So rather than get out the levelers, I just put a 2x6 underneath this side, and that leveled it right up. So we're good. We'll check it out. It's sticker time. We have another sticker to add. This one is those who glamp together. It says Mike and Joni. They're out of Ohio, and they have a fifth wheel, big old fiber that they drag around. And I was going to get to see them at the Adventure Bandits Glamp Out, but I had a mechanical issue, so I didn't get out there. So I put that on right now in this video. So I think they're going to put this. You hear Mo barking. Put this right there. So there is those who glamp together. Mike and Joni out of Ohio. There's another Ohio group right there. So you can see them all there. Hey, if you want your sticker on my rig, just reach out to me and send me one, and you'll get recognized in our next video. If you don't have a camper and want the camper experiences, KOAs are known for the little cabins. This one has a barbecue and fire pit and a table and a little porch. So they're nice. Let's take a look around. So these are pull-through sites. Of course, these are back ends, and here's the walkway out to the road. Because these are pull-through patio sites right here. You can see they got like the built-in fire pit, a nice table, and a picnic table. Looks like they just redid all the drives with stone and put some grass in there. And of course, if you don't want the camper or the cabin, you can stay in the old trail wagon or one of the 3 teepees. You notice they're set up on a platform. It's kind of interesting. Interesting way to stay anyway. Now you can see they have a lot of cabins in this area, and then they have sites for much larger rigs down here. Pretty big KOA. And there's more sites up on the back side. I'll tell you, this is a very large KOA, and they have lots of different types of sites. So you can find an open site or you can find a wooded site at the Delaware Water Gap Pocono Mountain KOA. Looks like they have them all. Of course, they got a whole other row of them down there. Bunch of bigger cabins down there. This place is much larger than it appears. We do have a gaga pit. There's the rules. Kind of like dodgeball with the ground. The ball's got to stay on the ground. They do have a volleyball court here. It's well maintained. There's the basketball court. Pretty nice playground. They got a number of swings and a couple climbing apparatuses with slides. Now that's nice. Tetherball. So they got a little mini golf here. In pretty decent shape. And then here they have cornhole. It's like a cornhole tournament area. This does look like a fire pit. It looks like at one point they had a railroad here. But now it just looks like it's being used as a fire pit. Here's their pool. The water looks crystal clear. $10 to $8 for the pool. There are the rules. Very nice. And the pool is right behind the store. Now if you're not on a full hookup site, here is the dump station. And it's right by the K9 camp. So this is a small one, but it's here. You can see there's their etiquette rules. And it looks like they have some stuff for them to run around, and there's a bench and a picnic table over there. Couple urinals. Sinks are very nice. Very, very clean. And they're nice showers. And the bench, hot and cold water. Several hooks. Lockable door. Very nice. We even have a TV in here. later in the weekend. Here's their laundry. Looks like it's $3.25 to wash. Here's their prices. $2.75 on the small dryer, $5 on the large dryer, $3 for the regular cycle, and $3.25 for the super cycle on washing. They have things to hang here, and they got books to exchange. And it looks like they have outdoor chess and checkers. So the store and the office right here in the front. You can get your propane filled here. Here's their store. Plenty of stuff in the store. This is a well-stocked store. They got a lot of stuff for camping, sewer parts, water, electric, and then they got some other stuff here. There's they have ice cream.
Right now I got lots to unload.
You come up the lane here and park, and then you can get in. They do have ice for sale, a slurry, bike rentals, and this is the country kitchen. So it's a rec hall, but they do have breakfast from 8 to 10:30, Saturdays and Sundays. So they have some tables in here, pool table, chess. They got some lounge chairs, got a really big chair. Nice TV. Looks like a little shuffleboard. And then here's their menu for the weekend. You get 3 pancakes for $5. They got French toast, eggs, sausage, and bacon, and lots to drink. It kind of reminds me of the bike barn down at Fort Wilderness. At least that idea of it anyway. You got some tables here, and then here is the slurry machine. Run that. You can mine for gemstones. So there's the store and the rec center. The pool's behind it. All the other amenities and activities are down there. And right here is our site. So we like that site. Of course, we got the flag flying. Well, we'd like to give you our thoughts on the Pocono Mountain Delaware Water Gap KOA. We ended up there because of a mechanical malfunction.
Oh, you mean our brains?
So I accidentally hit the emergency brake hitching up and thought there was a problem with the trailer. So it took a day to figure that out. So we couldn't make it out to the Adventure Bandit Glamp Out. So we found the Pocono Mountain Delaware Water Gap KOA about an hour and a half from the house. So that's where we went for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think of that campground?
It's nice. I'm glad we found it, and it was a cool experience.
So that KOA is a KOA Holiday, so it has a lot of amenities there. A well-stocked store, a weekend restaurant for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
It opened
nice.
on Saturday and Sunday, I believe.
Yeah.
And it was a nice location where...
Yeah, the sites were great. I mean, they had open sites and they had kind of wooded sites. We were in Site 77 and we really liked it.
Yeah.
Full hookup, water, sewer, electric, and cable. And the cable actually worked, so that was good.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually had really good free Wi-Fi.
Right.
I think it was like 78 down and 8 or 9 up.
Okay.
I'll put a screenshot of that in here so you can see what the speeds were.
And I remember they had like a wagon for people to use as like a cabin. It was a wagon
Yeah.
and a teepee.
Yeah, they had teepees and an old trail wagon that you could stay in if you wanted to. And they had, you know, all the normal things. They had gaga ball, they had the pool, miniature golf, really a lot to do. But they also had things close by that we decided to do.
We went kayaking and fishing.
So right below the campground, maybe the entrance is maybe a mile, or the turn is maybe a mile down the road, but the park is actually about 2.5 or 2.6 miles, is Hidden Lake. And Hidden Lake is a park that you can fish and canoe. Yeah, there's a turtle right there. Hey, Mr. Turtle. How are you? Yeah, that's good. A kayak in there, and they also have a trail. I think it's just under 3 miles that you could hike all the way around the lake. But we put the kayaks in there, and what was your highlight of the kayak trip?
Oh, we got to see an eagle.
So an eagle flew right over us, and a bunch of turtles.
And turtles.
And we'll have a subsequent video on that so you can see what Hidden Lake really looks like. And then we decided to do some hiking. Where was our first hike?
Bushkills.
So we went to Bushkill Falls. Now, here's your BBB tip of the day. Bushkill Falls is private. It's not a national or state park. So it costs to get in there. It was about 20 bucks a person to get in there, less for kids and discounts. Yeah.
Laurel Glen Falls.
Is that what it is?
Laurel Glen Falls.
In the Bushkill Park. Very pretty. But that is well worth the money. You could spend, if you did all the trails, you could spend 5 or 6 hours on the trails. And they have a lake for kayaking and a lake for fishing and a lot of little stores, an ice cream shop and that kind of stuff. So we really enjoyed it. And Bushkill Falls is dog friendly.
Mm-hmm.
So Phoebe got to go on that walk with us.
Right.
And then after that, we decided the next day to do another hike. Where did we initially head?
We went to see Dingmans Falls.
So Dingmans Falls was about maybe a 20-minute or 30-minute drive. And when we got to the visitor center, there's a sign there that says no pets allowed or no dogs allowed. So be aware that if you're going to hike to Dingmans Falls, you cannot bring your dog with you to hike. And we don't remember reading that on all trails or anywhere else, that the dogs would be restricted there. So since we had Phoebe with us and we weren't going to leave her in the truck alone, we decided to not go there. Instead, we decided to do the McDade Trail.
Right, it was a nice choice.
Yeah, the McDade Trail, that's about a 30-mile trail along the Delaware River and the Delaware Water Gap. Now, we didn't do the entire trail. I think we stopped at Eschbach's Landing, right?
Yep.
So Eschbach's Landing, you can put your canoes or your kayaks in the Delaware River at that spot, but the trail goes right by there. So we decided to do a little bit on that trail and see what it was like. And what we noticed with that trail, at least the section we were on, it was relatively easy and flat. And if you were on a scooter, like you had some mobility issues, you could move along there pretty good. So that's what we did since we weren't able to do the Dingmans Falls hike. And we had an enjoyable time.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a nice day.
Yeah. And Phoebe liked it. She liked that she actually got to walk with us. Up there you see Marie and Phoebe J. That was good.
We couldn't do the 30-mile walk because it was Sunday morning and we had to be out by 11.
Yeah. Yeah, but would you go back to that KOA?
Oh, yeah, I would love to go back.
That KOA is ideally located as an area where my dad, the colonel, he spent a lot of time, and he said if he'd have known we were going there, he could have given us a lot of different places and different waterfalls to go to. So we'll definitely plan a trip because there's more waterfalls that we can go to and hike to that the dog can go with us, so we can check that out. Hey look, if this video helped you, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free, it helps me out a lot. Also ring that bell and you'll be notified every time I put up a new video, and give the video a thumbs up. That helps it be seen by a wider audience. But more important than all that,
Go have some fun out there.
hey, thanks for watching.